Oh, 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 baby, met this pretty little thing at a trail ride one day. 5'5" pecan tank and a nice little shake. We started texting, oh yeah, all night long. Said she wanted me to sing to her, told us her favorite song. Then things got hotter, oh yeah. She was turning me on. I said, talk that same talk when I get you alone. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I stand on business. I don't play no games. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I can make your toes curl, make you say my name. She invited me over, had a nice little place. Her kids were fast asleep. She was bumping that Johnny Taylor. We took a shower. She slipped into some lingerie. I laid down on the bed, sipping on my Douce. Next thing you know, she asked me, how does that taste? I opened my eyes. She sat that snapper on my face. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I stand on business. I don't play no games. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, every word I can make your toes curl, make you say my name. I was on that Douce, she was on that goose. Her friend walked in, they turned me every which way but loose. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I stand on business. I don't play no games. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I can make your toes curl, make you say my name. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I stand on business. I don't play no games. She said, I stand on business. Every word I say, I can make your toes curl, make you say my name. R&B music.
Hey, guys. Guess who it is? It's your girl, Vicky P, on a Friday night. Listen, I know I've been sprinkling a little change in here, but hey, I got a young lady on here that I had to interview, and she is phenomenal. And when I tell you guys, listen, y'all, when we talk about vision, leadership, and making a statement, this woman checks every box. For 3 years, she has brought the Birmingham a fashion experience that celebrates curves, confidence, and creativity. She is the mastermind behind the Birmingham plus size fashion show, the mastermind. And she's just getting started. Even though it's 3 years, baby, she just getting started, honey. Give it up for the one and only Toya Nicole. Here we go, Miss Toya Nicole. Hey, Miss Nicole. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me just make one change right quick, and then we're going to get right into this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And listen, when you're operating more than all these streams, it can be something. You hear me?
It is.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
is Latoya Nicole?
Latoya Nicole is a native of Bessemer, Alabama, and I currently reside in Birmingham. I am a graduate of McAdory High School. I also hold a biology degree from Miles College, as well as a graduate's degree from Alabama State University in biology education. I am an entrepreneur. I am the founder, and owner of Birmingham Full Figured Fashion Week, as well as Plus Life by Latoya Nicole LLC and Latoya Nicole the Face Layer. Nice to meet you.
Woo, girl, you said some stuff then. I mean, okay, you are that girl. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I'm
It's
gonna
by the
move
grace of
it.
God.
No, baby, you're that girl. It's okay. You said you are that girl. Okay. Now, what was the moment you knew Birmingham needed a plus size fashion show, and that
God gave. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you were the one called to create it?
God gave me the vision in 2017. I've modeled abroad all across, and I saw that how plus size individuals are treated versus our fashion model counterparts. And what a lot of people don't realize, just due to just lack of education, plus size starts at a size 8. So I was looking at the differences of how different body types are treated at different fashion shows and fashion weeks that I participated in. And I was also like, you know what, Birmingham needs this. But I also wanted to include body positivity education and training and teaching people about having a growth mindset and self love, because in other arenas, not all of them, some of them have been great and some of them have not been so great. But I just noticed that sometimes I would be the biggest model in the scene, or I would be on the larger end and I would get treated differently just due to me having large breasts or me just being short and plump. So, with that being said, I include that we have a no mean girl culture at Birmingham Full Figure Fashion Week. We are inclusive. We include male and female models ages 5 and up, and we accept any size. You can be a size 0 to a size 30, but we are inclusive. We welcome you all, and like I said, it's no mean culture. You have an anti-bullying policy, and you are welcome as long as you abide by the rules. So we don't do drama, and we don't welcome it either.
And I think people, they don't understand the sense, and I think we're so caught up in the magazine where you see the very thin, thin, thin ladies. You understand what I'm saying? Very thin. I mean, really thin. And you know, at my age, I'm sure some of us grew up thinking that's how we needed to look.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And even with the
Mm-hmm.
society now, even with my grandchildren or whatever, I'm sure that they look at that and they say, this is how I want to look, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, my next question is, when you launched the very first show,
Mm-hmm.
what was the vision in your heart? And how has the vision evolved within the 3 years?
The vision in my heart was grand. I ain't gonna lie. But vision has to deal with alignment. But and I still say that it's big. It's a big platform. There are a lot of moving parts, and each year we evolve and we grow. And I learn, and I learn ways to make it better. And like I tell people, I'm not that type of person that I think I know everything. I'm a forever student. I'm always learning. I take whatever mistakes I have made and I teach them as a teaching lesson. And I go back and I analyze and I look at how can I make this better? What could I have done differently? So that way it'll be better next year. And preparation is the key. And I love to prepare, but every year, new level, new devil. So you have to always
Mm,
that too. And I ain't gonna lie, Satan been busy this year. He been throwing some monkey riches, but God is able, and God has been sustaining us. And no matter what, we're here, and it's still going to go forward no matter what.
I love that. So
Thank you.
What is one of the things that you would say that's different from the very first year? Just one of the things.
I would probably say um growth as far as just education, how we do things. It was our first year, so we may not have gotten everything right. But we have some people that have been sticking with us since day one, and they have been making improvements with the company as well. And I thank them for that. And then, you know, you're gonna have your critics, you're gonna have people that's gonna be, they not gonna be satisfied no matter what you do.
Okay.
And I thank them too, because your criticism, all it has done is just made me grow up and made me a tougher big girl.
Come on.
So you know, literally speaking. But I could say from the first year I see the growth, and I see the maturity, and I see the creativity as well, matching the vision.
Alignment.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I
Alignment.
want you to repeat what size does plus. Yeah, because I was telling my sister and my children that I am considered a plus size now. I was
Mhm.
always teeny tiny,
Mhm.
110 pounds, teeny, 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 tiny.
Mhm.
Um, but now I'm a plus size. So please tell everybody what size again does plus size start at?
Plus size starts at a size 8. A lot of people don't realize that Tyra Banks was the first plus size model to grace Sports Illustrated magazine in 1990. I think it was 1997 or 8, because she was considered curvy. You know, she had some juicy body parts. So I've always been in this arena as being a curvy girl. But yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh God," and a lot of people don't want to consider themselves being plus size because of the stigma that has been attached to it. So and I'm gonna just be honest. I went to a predominantly white school growing up, kindergarten through 12th grade. So, me being an African American female, African American people, we have more muscle mass. You know, we have a
Mhm.
tend thicker skin. You know, so I always had some insecurities in the beginning because I was always like the biggest girl in the room, even when I was small, because my thighs were bigger or I had a bubble butt. You know, and then I developed breasts when I was in third grade. So, although I was small framed, I was still considered bigger. And that's something that I have not been able to change. Even when I was a size 6 to 8 for a while, I stayed within that range. I still didn't quite like how I looked in a way. Now I love me. Even when I had a six pack at one point, you know, because I was getting up at 5 in the morning, I was hitting the gym. And then even after I got out of classes, I was back working out, you know, and I was
Mhm.
fine. I ain't gonna lie, I was fine. 36, 25 inch waist. And, I had hips. I was like about 40 in the hips. So, I was cute, and I loved it, but that cute girl had a lot of insecurities. And
Mhm.
so now I'm more mature. I'm twice the size, triple the age, triple the size and age. But like I said, I love God. God is real. He has sustained me. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to get used to my body changing because as we get older as females, we change. And hormonally as well as physically, and mentally and spiritually. So I'm more mature, and I love me. And I
Mm.
love me enough to know what I will and will not tolerate.
Come, girl, girl. And you are correct when you said that. When my body started to change, I was like, wait a minute, what is going on? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm telling you, I have 4 kids. Every baby I had, I was able to, like, the next day, my stomach was flat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm 54. So at the age of 50, I get married, I move, and I promise you, I gained probably, I went from like 110 to 180
Mm-hmm.
in the years that I've been up here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really, it wasn't hard because now I wanted to, only thing I want to lose is my stomach. don't want to lose anything else. So, but
Right.
I have learned to embrace that. But like when I go home, it's oh my God. You've gained a lot. Well, I know I've gained a lot of weight.
Hmm.
But I'm like you. I'm still me and I'm still beautiful. So hey,
Hmm.
it is what it is. Now we're going to talk about representation. What does plus
Hmm.
size representation mean to you personally, and how does it show push conversation forward? How does the representation?
I think society is catching up, but we still have a ways to go. Because even like now, I've been told pretty much I went from being, oh, you funny looking and you not cute when I was a little girl, to being, oh, you pretty overnight. My mother was absolutely gorgeous, and my older sister, was just gorgeous. I was the little funny looking ugly duckling. So I didn't look like them till I got older. And
Hmm.
it was just kind of like a overnight. It was like, oh, you got a nice body. I don't know about the face so much. You know how everybody go through that awkward phase.
Yes, I
And
know, and
then
that's mean.
by my junior year, it flipped. But it was weird. I was always voted on homecoming court. I was class favorite, popular thing because I was friendly. You know, I was friendly. I was that cool person, friendly person. But like I said, just had those insecurities, and I don't know why Satan has always attacked me in that area, and now I know why, because that's my ministry. God uses me now to inspire and encourage other people to help them feel good about themselves. So Satan will always fight you in the area or in that ministry that God has for you. He will attack you in that the most, and he attacks me in this the most. He really does, whether it come through people or things, or sometimes just people online don't know what to say. And even with the men I've dated in the past or things like that, or been, dealt with. Sometimes, now you starting to see men more and more with more plus size women in the open. In the past they would always try to keep you in the dark, keep you as a secret or something like that. I don't allow that. You go date me openly. Is no It ain't no, you
No,
finna be keeping me on the side or a secret. It's not none of that. My parents raised me better than that. I love me, and you go either love and respect me too, or you can go on to the next.
bye.
But you're not going to disrespect me, and you're not going to make me feel some type of way about myself, because a lot of times, a lot of people will push their insecurities off on you. It's some things
Oh,
about them that they don't like about themselves. So if hurt people.
God,
So if a person is not happy with themselves, or they bipolar, or they got some
anything.
issues, or they got some unhealed trauma, whatever it is, they will have a tendency to say ugly things towards you because they feel miserable. They want to make you feel miserable too. And
Girl,
you have to learn how to see that. But that comes with growth, maturity, and just growing in God, and just having my spiritual eye open and recognizing for what it is.
so how long have you been modeling? Well, I want to hold on for a second. How did you get started modeling?
I've been modeling pretty much all my life. And just saying, just as far as just like a child, like me and my mom, we loved watching Dynasty. And I know I shouldn't have been watching Dynasty, but I did as a child. But my parents had me late. They had me in their 40s. So I was a child with a house full of adults. So my siblings and I were there's huge age gaps between us. But my mom and I love watching Dynasty. We love watching Diane Carroll when she was Dominique Devereaux. And she was
Ooh,
this black diva on primetime television, just eating it up, slaying. And so we loved her wigs, we loved her fashion,
everything.
her etiquette, her class. And so, couldn't nobody throw shade like the women on Dynasty. They created shade. So we love watching that, Dallas, Falcon Crest, all of those. But Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless. But like I said, Dynasty was that top notch primetime television, and it just was that decadence of the '80s. So just watching that, me and my mom had got a Polaroid camera, so we'd be around the house. And at Christmas time, when I'm out for school, I would dress up and put on makeup, and I would take pictures, and I would pose, and she'll be pretend like she the photographer. They're like, "Mama, your turn," and she hated taking pictures, but I would take pictures of her too. But it just started then, and my mom wore makeup, fashion fair, Flory Roberts,
Oh, wow.
yeah, Bobby Brown,
Brown.
and a Circle of Beauty and Mac and all those came later on. But I Estee Lauder, Lancome, so all of those. So I would play in makeup, but I guess professionally, and I was a teen model for Mary Kay, would participate in those. But as far as I just professionally credit, I would probably say that, but I would say 1999 is when I started taking it seriously. I was modeling at UAB. I've done the shows there, but just as far as just that first professional credit, a friend of mine, he's now my male best friend, Dejon Smitley. He casted me. He asked me. I was in a mutual friend wedding. I was a bridesmaid. He said, "Hey, I'm putting together a calendar phenomenon. It's featuring women throughout the entire Southeast." I said, "This is based off Phenomenal Woman, poem by Maya Angelou." He said, no, it's my phenomenon. He said, but you can kind of say in a sense, but so I went in for some test shots and I got casted and all of that, but I made the front cover and the inside cover as well.
Ah,
So, yeah, so and it just kind of grew from there. Then I just started getting into a lot of print. I was publishing magazines and calendars. I was too short to do runway at the time, but times have changed because I'm 5'3". So, but eventually, I could do like hair shows and things like that, and I did an urban fashion shows weren't just quite as strict with the height, in a sense. But times have changed. In the South, you can kind of be a petite model on the runway. In like major industries, it wasn't so much. Now they kind of, you
right.
have. I think Kate Moss kind of did that because she was 5'2" and she was a
Mhm.
model for Calvin Klein, and so that kind of opened up some doors, and now it's not as strict.
Right.
And now it's more inclusive, and I think because and I think we're leaning toward that. We still have a ways to go, but doors have been open, thankfully, and more opportunities are being afforded. And now the plus size industry, the clothing stores have realized plus size ladies love to dress. They love to spend money, love to look good. Because back in the day, a plus size clothing store only had, or if you go to a regular clothing store, only go to a size 14 or 16.
Mhm.
You seen those, the blacks, the browns, and the grays. Those were the colors. They used to tell plus size ladies you couldn't wear polka dots, you couldn't wear
The
stripes,
stripes.
because they would make you look wider and stuff. And now they like, psh, throw that out the window. Plus size ladies are wearing bright colors now. They're wearing all kind of prints, florals, polka dots,
And
stripes,
killing it.
animal
And
print, killing it. And
yes.
then sometimes I've had some ladies tell me back in the day, they said to buy 2 or 3 of an outfit and sew it together themselves, to make it fit their size. And now, they got clothes going up to a size 36 now. So, times have changed, and it's getting better. It has ways to go, but it has most definitely gotten better with
Well,
progress.
plus size has kicked the door in. Point blank,
Hmm.
period. That's all it is.
Yes, ma'am.
How have you seen the show impact the confidence, the visibility, and the opportunities of the models who participate?
That's the beautiful part about it. We've seen plenty of ladies that have come to us that they came with some insecurities. They wasn't quite sure. They hadn't done runway before, and we see them now killing on the runway. They're walking, they're slaying. I go with facial expression classes with them. They're doing different facial expressions, and I love wigs. Now they're venturing out. They're wearing different wigs. They trying out different colors, and we see their confidence boost. And some of these ladies not only had to come over insecurities, but also physical elements. Some of our models suffer with lupus and leukemia and
Mm,
alopecia and other things, and they have overcome that, or they're still dealing with it, but they're dealing with it with a more evolved, fulfilled, confident version of themselves. And we love to see that.
now, what do you want people to understand about plus size fashion that the industry still gets wrong?
I want the industry to heal. And I'm gonna say this is my letter to the plus size community. I wrote it on Facebook a couple years ago. Sometimes when you are combating or when you're doing your advocacy, you don't want to shove it down people's throat.
Mm.
And the plus size industry has become the enemy it was trying to combat. The plus size industry has become mean, and it's lashing on each other, and it's almost like a vulture eating its own young. So I want this community to heal and to learn how to uh, grow and know that beauty comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. And
Mm.
don't become intimidated by somebody that you feel like is doing better than you.
Ooh.
Use it to challenge you, to make you better. Know how to communicate without cutting somebody back out, without throwing somebody under the bus. Because I've been thrown under the bus and lied on a lot, tremendously. And a lot of people don't want to get to know me because of that. But hey, that's you missing out on a potential blessing. So that part. So you ain't got to know me, and thank you, because that made, hey, you probably wasn't a part or assigned to the plan that God had for me. So you
Right,
doing me, so by you avoiding me, you doing me a favor. Thank you.
right.
God
So,
bless you. Lord, I thank
so do you do like modeling, development,
you.
training, all of
Absolutely. We do that once you make it, we do have you sign a contract. We also make you sign an NDA. Because there are certain things that I teach that I don't want to see somebody patent and take it elsewhere.
that?
I've invested a lot of money to this company, and I want to, it has a brand and I have a reputation, and I want to keep it growing. So yeah, we do development, we do training. Is not only on the runway, but we also do training, teaching you things about like your model bag, facial expressions, creating your comp card, your portfolio. We teach you about marketing. We teach you a lot. But then if you want to get a more in depth, you're gonna have to pay me for those classes. But we do the basics with the models that make it, because again, some of the models that come model for us, they have never modeled before. This is like a bucket list goal. This is something they want to try and something they want to do, and we're happy about that too. And some of those models that stay with us, they become brand ambassadors. They love the program and they want to stay and they want to help it grow, and we love that about them. And they're still learning the process as well. And we have some models, they come back to us, and we have some it was just a one time thing and they enjoyed it and they go on to the next. And and then we have some that don't leave on a so positive note, but God bless them too.
So that's funny because my daughter have a brand, and it's called Fashion Spectrum, and she does the
Okay.
same thing. Yeah, and she's in Augusta, but she does the same thing. So I'm definitely gonna have to connect you guys because I think it was last year we were talking about her coming up here, um, teaching development classes. Of course, have people to sign up, and she's teaching development classes maybe like twice a month or something, and
Mhm.
then maybe for like 6 months. Then at the end, do a show or whatever. So we've been talking about that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to connect you and her. That would be great because she do fashion shows all the time also. So that would be connecting, girl,
Yes, ma'am.
connecting, networking.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what was what was something people would be surprised to learn about what it takes to pull this show together?
Ooh, child, I stay in the presence of God on a daily basis. Because without God, I can't do nothing. So I believe in God's word when He said, I am the vine and you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you'll bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can't do nothing. So I stay connected to the vine at all costs.
Girl,
Money. Money is this costs. It costs a lot of money to throw on a production of this magnitude. Support. You can't do it by yourself. There's no I in team. You need a team,
girl.
but not just any team. You need a team, a positive team. And I pray and I ask God to lead me. Who do you want to have around me? And it's been rumor, and I let me go and clear up the rumor. I do. I pray. I say, God, if there's anybody around me that you don't want to be a part of this ministry, God said, expose them
Remove them.
and send them away swiftly, respectfully. So I do pray that prayer. And I know it was said that, oh, she be praying. If anybody come against her, no, I don't, you ain't even gotta come against me. I ask God and I pray God. So I'm gonna clarify that for anybody that been talking. Here you go. I pray constantly. I pray at every practice. I pray at the beginning of practice, and I pray at the end of practice, and I pray on the Zoom calls and everything else we have. I always pray and I ask God, I say, God, if there's anybody that's a part
Show
of this
me.
ministry, this organization that you don't see fit, I said, God, expose them and send them away swiftly. I do pray that prayer
And
because
he
at the
will.
he will, and God always answer my prayer. He always expose, he always reveal, and maybe swiftly they depart.
That's right.
Because in this, you gonna need people that you can trust to a certain extent, and I trust fully and completely in God. So I was like, God, send me who you want to help me. And sometimes it be an enemy, because sometimes God, his word, he says, I will make a presence before you. I will prepare a place for you in the presence of my enemies. So you gonna be sitting across from your enemies, there's some things I've learned from them,
Right.
and I've grown from it, and all it does is make me stronger, make me fortify this ministry that he has blessed me with.
Well, you are right. And then the team that you do have, they have to be definitely aligned with your
Hmm.
vision
They do.
because it is your vision. And
Hmm.
so they have to be aligned with it because if they're not, it's
Hmm.
not going to work. Now, you said a mouthful because when you're in the type of business that you are and the type of things that I do, we do have to be careful because it does feel like sometimes that a lot of people do have agendas.
Oh,
And
I was trying to say that you just took the words of my mouth. And I do. I have some people that have came and they have participated and they've had hidden agendas and motives. My thing is this: come to me openly. If you got an agenda or something, you trying to better your company in some way. Talk to me. Don't try to do something under the table. Because when you do something under the table, when I tell you the Holy Spirit already talking to me about you, I already know what you're doing. So that's when I get to praying. And so, but if you have a company and you want to better your company, we can sit down, we can talk. But if you coming in and you not telling me certain things and you got these little ideas on the table, you like, well, I don't want to tell her because she gonna probably go tell me as
yeah,
much because I'm gonna do the same thing she doing. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you the secret sauce. No, I'm not gonna tell you that, but I will tell
yeah,
you the tools to help you. But
right.
sometimes some people come in with the hidden agenda. They want to come in, they want to learn from you to see what they can do to help them. And then, but one thing about this, and this is real, if God has not anointed you for the task, it's not going to work out the way you think it's going to work
I
out.
was just getting
You
ready
have to
to
be
say,
anointed in this. And if you're not anointed in whatever it is you're trying to do, I always pray and ask God, God, is this for me? Do you want this for me? And even in ministry, when you have it, you're gonna have opposition, but it's gonna be a different opposition, because it's going to align with what he has and it's going to work. If you get met with so much opposition, it's not getting off the ground, it's not working right, there's probably something he don't have for you. So
right.
please seek him, asking what he has for you.
I say that all the time. We can be doing the same thing, but you got yours
Mm-hmm.
and I have mine. And
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to have a conversation and you want to know something, just ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm like you. I mean, because I'm a networker. I'm gonna call you Latoya, such and such need this over here. I'm just gonna connect y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And once I connect y'all, now I'm out of it. But that's who I am. But some people, they don't even want to tell you anything.
Mm-mm, they don't.
They don't
And
want to tell
that's fine. And that's fine. And I respect them. And then, I have looked at the fact that those that don't want to tell me something, that's fine. It probably wasn't meant. And there have been certain cliques and certain people that they don't like me, don't mesh with me. And that's God protected me from you. That's
you.
God, because sometimes God don't want you to be a part of certain cliques. He don't want you to be in certain groups because God has something greater or better for you. So a lot of
Well,
times with certain events or certain things may not necessarily go to. And people like, why you don't want to go here? Why you want to go there? I just like, I'm spiritual, I'm not feeling that because it's not somewhere God want me to be. I'm
right,
gonna go where he want me to go and go network and do what he wants me to do, you
right.
know.
Right. Now, how do you choose the designers and creative partners who participate in the show? What's the
Usually
process?
it's people usually people I've worked with in the past and I've had a good experience with them. That's basically some of them I've worked with them, some of them I know, some of them I've grown up with. So it's a variety. But usually I work with people I've worked with before. If it's somebody new, I do try to give some people I have not worked with before opportunities as well. And sometimes it work out great, and sometimes it don't. Also, like I said, companies I've done modeling for, I'm a brand ambassador for as well, and I've had good experiences with them. That too.
So sponsorship. Okay, so Ashley Stewart
Hmm.
is sponsoring this. That's big.
Well, no. So let me. They sponsor one of the days. So let me say
One of
that.
the days.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So yeah. So God gave me this vision called Plus Size Gives Back, and what it is that and I presented this to some other big companies just like them too, but they were the one that said yes, let's do this. So it's a grassroots idea that we do. And basically what it is that the models and I, we are in the store and we model whatever they have on sale, and half of the other models do that, while the other half we're styling the customers and we're giving them an encouraging word. So you're getting styled by, and then we flip the script. Then those that was modeling come out and style the customers, and we go in then the next set of us model. So
Oh,
like I said, this is something God gave us, and they was like yes to it. Let's do that. So yeah, they sponsored that day, and
now
we're doing
go
it on a Tuesday.
now go through the week because this is a whole week event. So let's
Mhm.
go
Yes,
through
ma'am.
that right quick.
So we have our kickoff celebration at Miles College on June 14th on the Sunday. And this year, we're combining the conference and the kickoff together. So that'll be consisting of like introducing the models, people getting to know them, kind of getting a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing. As well as we have a conference, we have panel discussions. I have my all male panel discussion coming back, as well. We talk about things pertaining from the male perspective, because men and women think differently. And then
Mhm.
also we have our all medical panel. So those were like two of the more successful panels last year. And then we're honoring gun violence survivors. So we're honoring two people that survived gun violence. And we're also honoring those that suffer with domestic violence as well as autoimmune diseases and disorders. So that would be pretty much the bulk of our kickoff. And then we will be on Fox 6 that Monday morning doing a fashion show segment on there. Tuesday will be with Ashley Stewart Plus Size Gives Back. And make sure people come shop. But they also we have gift cards that you give away. You can come shop. Our outfit, you may win that, but they do draw. Ashley Stewart does drawings. They sponsor that part. It's real cool. And I'm gonna have a panel discussion this time at that event, and it's called "Listen to the Fat Girls." So we'll have some plus size ladies and myself, and Joe Lockett. He has the Joe Lockett show. He'll be the moderator for that. And then on Wednesday, we'll be on CBS Channel 42 to another fashion show segment that day. That night, we will be called Pose. And this is, I'm signed with Red Models and Talent. They sponsor that night. And with Pose, basically, we'll be talking about the benefits of joining the agency, the protections that it offers and the benefits that it offers. And then I have a panel discussion I'm including this year, basically a beauty expert panel of hairstylists and makeup artists and fashion stylists, them speaking to the models and talking to them about creating their look. And then that Thursday night, we will have the street fashion. We'll bring that back. That will be at Faces Lounge in Fairfield. And then that Saturday will be our big grand finale show,
Yeah.
the homecoming edition. That will be at Southern Museum of Flight. That starts at 4 p.m. and red carpet starts at 3.
Woo, honey. That's a whole week of fun. Because,
And not only that, we blessing students with $250 academic scholarships at the finale showcase. So, yes, ma'am.
girl, do you start as soon as this show over? Do
Yeah,
you
have to.
start? You
Mhm,
have to. You have
mhm.
to.
Yeah.
And how is the response in the community?
It's mixed. We got some good, and then you gonna have your haters. So it's mixed, but for the most part, we have more good support than bad.
Well, what role does community support play in the success of the platform?
Oh, it's
Like,
huge. It's huge because without that, we it could be they're a vital part of who we are. So we get support, family and friends. They support us with donations. They buy tickets. They help us market. They come out. They support. They spread the word. So like I said, it's way more positive than it is negative. You know, and I think our village, you know, our families, our friends, our loved ones, my makeup clients, everybody that plays a role in helping. We thank you. We love you because without you, this would not be possible. So we love you and we thank you.
wow. Well, what message do you hope young plus size girls and women receive when they see this show that's new to this show?
I hope them as well as the men, and young boys and teens and everybody. I hope that they see that I could do this too. I could feel great about myself. That look at these ladies, they may be suffering in their body with different elements, you know, but mental health issues, physical, but look at how confident they look.
Mm,
Look at how they walk in. And like I tell people all the time, honey, I walk this runway for God. God, I'm walking for my life. I'm a suicide survivor, so look what God has done and what He's continuing to do.
girl,
And
look,
it's my happy place. And yeah, I love that.
it's your happy place because you're helping someone else.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
That's all it is you're helping someone else. So that's what
Mhm.
it is. Now, what do you envision for year 4 and beyond? Expansion, partnerships, a toy, brand, extension. What?
I already know what we're gonna be doing for that for years to come. I don't want to say because Satan listens too, but just know that be prepared for bigger and better.
Be prepared. Y'all heard her. Just be prepared. What legacy do you hope the Birmingham plus size fashion show leaves behind?
So I hope that Birmingham Full Figure Fashion Week leaves behind a legacy of loving God, having a growth mindset, body positivity, and fostering education and helping your fellow man. That's the legacy I want to leave behind.
If you could speak to Latoya, who started this 3 years ago, what would you tell her?
Like what King T'Chaka told T'Challa when he first became king, when he seen him an ancestral plane. He said, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna struggle, it's not gonna be easy. Because a person with a good heart, it's hard to be king. And when God tasks you with something, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be worth the reward in the end. You're gonna make some mistakes, learn how to accept them, grow from them. Nothing is perfect. None is perfect but the Father which is in heaven. But know that what you do is not in vain. You're going to impact some people's lives in a positive way, and they're going to pay it forward. So just know that in the end, it'll be worth it.
Now go through the events real quick and tell them how much was free and how to get in contact with you.
So our finale show, which is on June 20th at Southern Museum of Flight, you can go to the website www.b as in boy, F is three F's, w.org, and you can purchase tickets. General admission is $35. Right now, early bird VIP is $65. That will go up in about 2 weeks. So that's the 20th. That's the main show. The other shows are free for the week. The kickoff at Miles College on June 14th is free to the public, as well as, of course, coming to Ashley Stewart on that Tuesday, June 16th. We will have vendors at the kickoff at Ashley Stewart as well as the finale show. That Wednesday night polls. Make sure you come that night, learn about the industry. You don't have to be a model. You can be a model, actor, singer, dancer, whatever it is. Just come and learn the benefits of that. That Thursday is that street fashion. We're going to have a good old funky time. We're going to have good. That's the night before Juneteenth. So a lot of people going to be off, come out, have fun, have some grown fun. And then that Saturday, we go end it with a bang. And please come and show out. We still have tickets available. again purchase those tickets. And we would love to see you there. And again, it's the homecoming edition. It is will be a homecoming celebration, HBCU style, and like none other you have ever seen. And we want you to be blessed, man. So come out and enjoy.
So did you guys hear how many free events? It's a ton of them. Well,
Mhm.
I want to play this and then we're going to end it. Okay. This is
Yes,
just
ma'am.
something that I just made just for you. That was made just for you because
Well, thank you.
you guys are pretty girls. That's
Thank
what
you.
pretty girls. Now let everybody know your contact information if you have a
Mhm.
website, and
Mhm.
then we're gonna call it a night.
Sure, they can. If you want to call us, it's the office line is 205. It is 810-1104. You can also email us at Birmingham FFF Week at gmail.com. And of course, you can find us on Facebook at Birmingham Four Figure Fashion Week or Latoya Nicole, LA apostrophe TOYA Latoya Nicole. Also, you can go to our website. It is www.bsandboy.fffw.org or bffw.org. That's 3 F's.
And you guys, I reached out to her because I love finding things in the community. But tonight we witness what happens when vision meets obedience. Latoya
Mhm.
Nicole, thank you for answering the call
Amen. Thank
and
you.
building a platform that uplifts, affirms, and empowers. Three
Yes,
years of grace, growth, and glory, girl.
amen. Thank you.
Birmingham, support this movement and walk in your purpose and walk in your power, girl. And I
Yes,
will see you. I'm hoping to see you that.
June 20th.
Well, I know I'm going to see you June 20th.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
hoping to see you that Friday. So,
Okay.
yes, I will be with you on June the 20th. And I'm super excited
Thank
because
you.
I saw this on Facebook like last year, like the
Yes,
last
ma'am.
couple of years. And I was like, I'm just going to figure, who I need to speak with to get in touch with this person. But
Yes,
thank you
ma'am.
so much for coming on live with Vicky P. As
Yes, ma'am.
always, it's going to be a vibe. And I'm going to bring you back after the show so we can
Thank
talk.
and all of that, but you gonna be one of the people working the red carpet, so you're gonna be interviewing people. So we thank you for that so much. We're
Thank you.
excited.
I'm excited. Thank you for the opportunity, and we will chat later, girl. Bye,
Yes,
girl.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
That's when you hear me. Listen, this is when you find women who empowers women. When you find women that empowers women with grace, with glory, you cannot get no better than that, you guys. So if you're in the area, come on over. Even if you're in Atlanta, wherever, Huntsville, y'all come on over and support this because this is a wonderful, wonderful event. And I'm super glad that she answered the phone for me. Now, you guys know while I have you on here, I have to do a little bit of promotions because it can't be live with Vicky P without promotion. Let's see what we have going on. This is the influencer event. It will be in Oxford, Alabama, June the 27th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The The dress code is denim and pearls. This is where Georgia meets Alabama for the first time. Influence Her. Marquita Rucker is the visionary for Influence Her and the SWAT Foundation. So she is increasing her territory. So she's bringing that up here. It is the Denim and Pearls brunch and award ceremony at Oxford, Alabama from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you would like ticket information, you can go to Facebook and you can go to Marquita Rucker's page, message her, or you can go to Influence Her and message her in there. She'll get back with you guys. Then I have some flyers.
You said you want a good woman. Ooh, well, here I am, baby.
I didn't want to play that, you guys. I didn't want to play that. But so let me see. I have some flyers. I gotta find them, you guys. I have so many. Okay, here we go. The CSRA, Augusta, Georgia, the Shack Bash, Shindig, Nelson Curry at the Cambridge Neighborhood Park in Augusta, in Hepzibah, Georgia, at 3850 Oxford Drive in Hepzibah, Georgia. It's going to be Sunday, June the 28th. If you guys are interested in any ticket information, you can go to Joker's Comedy on the Groovetown Entertainment on Facebook, and you can message them. And this is by Joker's Comedy on the Groovetown Entertainment, Western Night, Boots, Hats, and Buckles edition. This is going to be with Nephew Jones, Temperature, Chucky Man, Clay Banks, and Indy 500. And this is at 1515 North Leg Road, Augusta, Georgia, hosted by Chaz, the Boy Wonder. Again, if you need any information on the tickets, you can go to Facebook, Joker's Comedy on the Move. The ultimate night of R&B and soul with the Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston and a special guest, Tony Howard and the Motowners. This is going to be at the Miller Theater at 708 Broad Street, Augusta, Georgia. For more info, you can call 706-842-4080. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be on July the 25th, and it is hosted by 96.3 Kiss FM, Minnesota Fats, and the Mighty Peanut, with guest Nelson Sugar Shack Man Curry, you guys. So it's a lot of stuff going on, So I am going to, I think that's the last one. It is. So I hope you guys had a good time. And I am going to leave this with a video because this is one of my favorite videos, and it's called Good Woman. Now, you guys know it's always a vibe on the Live with Vicky P show. I will see you guys Tuesday with special guests. Cat Daddy. So you guys tune in Live with Vicky P on Tuesday. I don't have an interview on Thursday, but I will have an interview on, I don't have an interview on Friday, but I do have an interview Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday is Cat Daddy on the Live with Vicky P show, and Thursday with Alleged Media, I will be announcing who I will be interviewing. So just stay tuned. Both is Facebook and YouTube, but Allegedly Media is definitely YouTube. So here we go, guys. I'm going to play my favorite video, and I love this song. You guys have a good night and a good weekend.
You said you want a good woman. Ooh, well, here I am, baby. As long as you do right by me, I'll forever be your lady. Been through some good and some bad times. We're still Ain't never gotta wonder or worry, baby, if the love is true. No, you always got my back, boy, and I'll do the same. I knew it was real when you gave me your last name. Ain't never gotta worry what's going on in them streets. I'm Ray Charles to the bush, baby, you're all I see. No matter what we may go through, ain't nothing like the feeling I get, honey, when I'm loving on you. Said you want a good woman, ooh, well here I am, baby. As long as you do right by me, I'll forever be your lady. We've been through some good and some bad times, we're still here. We made a commitment from the start, we ain't going nowhere. Now let's talk about this loving, baby, and how you put it down. Ain't worry about the bedroom.